I be your crazy cracker John, and today we got Satan up in the house in this motherfucker. We be dealing with the good shit, the good glasses and the good beer. Now what's funny about this beer today, and not so much the glass, this is from Brewery de Bloc. They make a couple beers, I'm going to get into some of their stuff, but the funny thing is that the black, Satan Black, we have an 8% dark ale. Typically, the beers that deal with anything around the evil names like Satan, Duvel, which is devil, Beelzebub, Lucifer, which is from Gudenkroos. Any of those are typically your Belgian strong pale ales. The strong pales, because they're deceptive in their alcohol. They're typically, Beelzebub is 13. Typically, they're at least 8%. I don't even know what let me just look here, first of all, what the alcohol of the Satan Gold is, because technically, that's 8%. So, okay, so yeah, technically that might be the lowest, because usually they're at least 8.5. Duvel's around 8.5. Beelzebub is around, that's 13. Mischief from the brewery I know was 8%, or no, that might have been more. It might have been 8 to 9. But now what the fuck is what am I thinking here? I don't even know what I should have looked. My point is, all these beers are higher in alcohol and pale, so that's your Satan Gold. Now, the picture doesn't always match what I get. Okay, so when I was on certain websites looking for this beer, I don't know if the website that I was looking for had this image, because I got my book of Belgian beers here. They do not have the Satan Black in this book of Belgian beers. They have Satan Gold and Satan Red, both 8%. Essentially everything they make is 8%. Aside from the other beers that they have. So let's focus on this here, guys. That is the glass that I thought I might have been getting. I think I am just as impressed with the new glass. It's the same exact logo. I'm not going to complain, because the glass that I have is a beautiful glass. It's very tall. It's one of the few glasses that's even taller than a standard 33. Not the pyramid bottles, but the standard 33 centiliter Belgians. There's not too many that are much taller than that in general for a typical Belgian glass, but we have this 8% here. Like I said, we're not really doing this beer here, but I'm just showing a close-up here. So for the one that's actually named after that style, where they infamously name every beer off of a demonic name, essentially, fresh and deep, full character, rich palate of yeast with a considerable fruit and flower touch. So assuming that they have a lot of hops and spices in that with a flower touch. Here we have Satan Black. Pretty cool artwork, the black. I have to see what that translates to. Let's see, we gotta focus one more time. I want to just make sure I get a whole shot of that bottle there. That's what we'll be drinking today in the proper glassware. And we have the proper glassware here. Let's get this right here so we can show. Yeah, I got to go way back with this one. This is a nice full-size glass here. You have almost like a typical shape that would be almost like a wine-type shape, wine-type glass shape. You have a standard foot here. Nothing too out of the ordinary for the proportions. It's a standard, not too thick, not too thin. It's just a normal looking, really nice, tall, tapered stem here. You have to keep focusing here. We have the 33 centiliter line that is almost centered, rather, was what I was going to say, in the glass. I know that if I put that above there, I could focus on that, and you could see that there. And if you look at that, that's at an angle now, but if I flatten that out, that is not much above halfway. It's pretty centered in the middle of the glass there. And then, of course, you have Satan and his logo below there with the old. And it's funny, look at this. They changed the glass, but they kept the old glass. Even the website has this glass that I have now. Their own website has the new glass, but this is literally the glass that I showed you without the logo on it. So they, oh, my arm just slipped off there. No nucleation set on this glass. And so let's get to put this back here. And we're going to try to see, we'll focus once more. I'm going to come over here. Put that back. I don't even know if I had that centered good. I'm sorry, guys. I think that was, we're on the very edge of the table here. Let's see. Man, my proportions are all fucked up. There we go. That's better. At least the whole bottle's in there now. I'm gonna read to you. Does it say anything here? Yeah. All it says about the Satan Black is smoky roasted coffee notes with aromas of sweet, spicy, and bitterness. A revelation of tastes and impressions. It has some technical data. Not much info here. Just 8%. Serving temperature ideally between 8 and 10 degrees. Not Fahrenheit, centigrade. What the fuck? I am dumb as shit. Centigrade, right? Celsius. Celsius. I'm sorry, I can't think. So let me do some simple math here because I know how to do this. Celsius. In Excelsius. Deu. The opposite of Satan. Let's see here now. I can't believe I'm that stupid. What the fuck was I thinking? C. I know what C is. I don't measure in Europe. I measure in I don't measure in temperature. I measure in liquid. So, but let's see. I know that you do. So everybody out there knows, you start at 32. 0 is 32, and every degree is 1.8 extra times 1.8. So let's see what we got here. 8 to 10. 8 times 1.8, 14.4 plus 32. They want you to serve this at 46.4 degrees Fahrenheit, between 46.4 and 50 degrees. So 50 degrees max when you're serving this. It is cold in the room that I'm at now. This is best by the 31st of March, 2026. So we're going to cut, guys. I'm going to pour this. I'll be back with it within a few minutes. Guys, we'll be back, and I got my Satan Black. So let's take a look here. Beautiful head. That really did pour. You just have to know how to control the bottle when you pour, to fill that. If you're not going to have a big head, just pour slow. If you could afford it, you go a little bit, go a little bit more. And then you control it at the end. You don't want to pour all that. I still, actually, I did pour most. There might be a tiny bit left in there. But when I poured it, I got some fantastic pictures, y'all, ladies and gentlemen out there. Fucking beautiful. And that dark brown, I don't really call it Satan Black, but I get it. It's heavy metal, but it's not black. Pretty dark brown. Smells nice and roasted. Take a sip of this. I want to take a sip with the logo. The glass feels nice. A little bit possibly metallic, a little bit thin on the taste, but it's a pretty, I'm going to enjoy this. Now, I like to enjoy it. It's freezing cold out here, so I'm just giving a quick thought on what I'm tasting. Now, maybe these beers are supposed to be deceptively drinkable, and that's why I'm thinking this might be a tad light on the taste and the viscosity. It's not thick. It's not super strong in flavor. Like I said before I cut to take my picture, perhaps they took the idea of the Belgian strong pale ales, like the Duvel and the Lucifer and the Beelzebub and the Satan Gold, I don't even know if it was originally just called Satan, but then they added different colors. But perhaps that's the point of this here, is that they're doing that, and it's really just kind of the same premise of the way that it's so deceptively drinkable, but in a dark beer. So this is it is pretty drinkable for what it is, and like I said, sometimes you can't always control metallic note. It could come somehow. I don't know the chemistry on the bottle cap. If it, I don't know how that works. I've even had gold rims on glasses give it a metallic taste that I've had to, even though I washed them, it took a little while for that to kind of wear out of there. And I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know the science behind that. I'm pretty sure it was the rim on it, because, like I said, I tasted it from when I was shifting the glass every angle. I would get the sensation on my tongue from the actual glass, not necessarily from the beer. But this is a pretty good beer. Yeah, it's really roasty, like they said, really roasted malts on here. Not too sweet or anything. It's balanced and easy to drink, you know. So, and it's a nice glass. Pretty good imagery. This is a classic. It looks like, it just looks very rustic and classic and old school. I think the label, even though it's like evil, and you know, back in the day, I mean, evil didn't vibe back in the old Christian days. Nowadays, you get more away with like satanic imagery and all this kind of shit. Let's not comment on religion. We'll leave that for a different show. We're not going to comment on anything here. We're all friends. We're all drinking and we're all enjoying life. So get the beers, get the glassware, try the shit. I like the way this one feels. Really tall. I could really wrap my fingers, my man fingers, around the stem of this glass. Really beautiful. I did get these from separate. Oh, I'm doing the horns. I did get these from separate sellers, both from Belgium. I'm going to post them in. I know what they are now, but I'm going to post them because I don't want to confuse anybody out there. These are separate orders. You could get these both. I don't think any of these are available in America. You might be lucky to find the old glass in America. It might be a lot of money, because I believe that maybe Satan beers were in America years ago. I'm not positive. I don't know if I've ever had one from America, but from the United States of America. We're in North America. But these are from two different sellers in Belgium. Okay, I'll post that when I do these. I got this one a little bit before this one. I just got this one in today, and I didn't give a shit. I fucking had to drink it. So, because I was waiting, I had the beer waiting for at least a week, maybe almost a week and a half at most. But yeah, guys, respect beer. Try to pair the glasses. Try to get that sensation. You get the eyes. You get all the senses going. You get the ears when you pour that nice fizzle. You get to look at that pairing. You get that nice, beautiful match. You get to smell it. You get to taste it. It's beautiful. Beer is a wonderful thing, especially when you pair it properly. That's how the Belgians want you to do it. Germans as well. That's what I usually focus on. I'll usually focus on Germans and Belgians. I have a couple English I'll throw in there. I'll have a couple Americans that I might throw in there. A couple Canadians I might throw in there. But yeah, so I'm John. I am a guy in his glassware. Thank you for joining me once again. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy.